Welcome to the Daniel Fast. I'm doing pumpkin fudge, my first dessert video, and this recipe comes from Feasting on Fruit. I discovered her YouTube channel recently and it's fantastic. She specializes in natural desserts and I'm a huge fan of hers. A link to her channel and to this recipe will be in the description box below. Be sure to check her out. This recipe starts off with dates and you want them to be sticky and sweet. You don't want to soak them because that changes the texture when you're setting this fudge. And you also want them to be pitted, of course. And you're going to need about 20. You're also going to need a nut butter. I chose peanut butter, unsalted, creamy. And to that you add pumpkin puree. And I used canned, but I guess you could also use fresh. I found it tasted fine with canned. It didn't have any sort of unusual aftertaste. You're also going to need pumpkin pie spice, which I did not have, but I was able to make. There's an allrecipes.com recipe that I will also add the link in the description box below, and I also have it on screen for reference. Once you've added your pumpkin pie spice, you're going to add in your salt. If you used a salted nut butter, you could probably skip this step of adding the salt. And the last thing that you have to add is a little bit of coconut oil, about 2 tablespoons, and that's going to help everything mix together. I'll be honest, I was a little shaky while I was doing this because it just did not look like it was going to blend really well, and in the beginning it doesn't. When you pulse it for the first couple of minutes, it ends up looking like this very chunky, very rough texture, and you don't want that for the fudge. You want it to be as smooth as possible. You don't want big chunks of dates in your fudge. So I added a couple more tablespoons, up to 4 of coconut oil, and pulsed it again for another couple of minutes, and this was what I ended up with. And this is the texture I was going for, something that kind of matched what I saw in the video on Feasting on Fruit. That's what I was wanting. And now I'm going to place it in my silicone mold. You can silicone mold. You can also use I don't know, any tray, and you can line it with parchment paper, any baking pan or something. Line it with parchment paper, and you can spread the fudge mixture in there as well. You don't have to use this. I use it just because it makes nice bite-sized pieces and it makes for easy removal. I also wet my fingertips a little bit. You can't see that because it's off screen, but I wet my fingertips to help me press it in so that the fudge wouldn't stick to my finger. And it worked out well. It took a couple of minutes to get a good rhythm going, but I was able to fill, as you can see, 21 of the 24 slots. So it makes almost 2 dozen pieces with the mold that I used. And this is what it looked like when it's set overnight. Nice and firm, and you can see I was already missing one piece. I had one that I took to sample, but my husband helped himself to one overnight without me knowing. So anyway, this is what the final product looked like, and the texture was fantastic. Just enough sweetness, really good. Hope you'll give it a try, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!